Hey everybody, I'm going to do another video off script, and I think it's fitting for the subject at hand, which is Maelstrom. If you can get into Maelstrom, you should. That's my big takeaway from the whole thing. You probably shouldn't do it sober, but you should definitely go to the map and participate. The reason why is there's more resources, there's more rewards, there's no reason, well, I'm not going to say that. There's tons of reasons not to, but the benefits outweigh the bad, especially if your server's alliances have all negotiated a non aggression pact or you're doing mergers or whatever. As long as everybody is cooperating on your server, then you should absolutely participate, even if you don't have the resources to do actual PvP. You'll get more out of it, and you just being there, participating, spending on the research helps your entire sector out. It gets everybody benefits. It's a team effort. Everybody's pushing in the same direction. I think that's actually something cool. That even a low power player can still contribute. I'm obviously already in it. You got your 4 tabs here. You got your missions. You want to check this and see what this is. This is going to give you a lot of personal honor. And of course, you can check your ranking and your rewards. And the rewards are pretty decent. I mean, 999,000 people in Maelstrom are guaranteed to get Sylvissa, which is the counter hero to rebound. So that's another big reason to get in there, because I think this is going to be the only way you're going to get her. Big thing to pay attention to, even though at the time of recording it's bugged out and most of this stuff doesn't do anything, is to contribute to the tech. I hope they're going to fix the research so that all of it works. Even so, this is a good steady stream of honor points. I've merged with one of the major alliances on my servers to do a super alliance, so that way we can push farther in the PvP aspect. You know, I figure if you're gonna be in it, you might as well go all in. So if you're a high level player and there's a single alliance that stands out and you think it's going to benefit everybody to group up the powerful players into one super alliance, that's a good idea. Another thing is, as a high level player, the Chaos Forces now go up to level 60, which means more XP and more rewards for hitting them, and of course you get honor for hitting them. And you see you get a whopping 80,000 of each resource if you can clear a 60, which is 8 million power. Another thing to note, I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's intended, scan events do not despawn on rescan. So now you can just let them bank up, so you don't have to worry about hitting them on reset or losing them. This is an interesting feature. I know it's not going to carry over to the main sector because that would just get too ridiculous, but I hope this is a feature and not a bug of Maelstrom. And speaking of bugs, your map is going to bug out a lot. It's just always going to bug out after an expedition. So if you come to the map and you don't see anybody, your map is empty, go into your base, go back. In your map, everything will come back on your map. I hope they fix that soon. It's really annoying to constantly go in and out, especially considering it makes the game perform worse the more you do it. But that's how it is. And there's just so many bugs right now. The combat is an absolute mess. I don't know how they messed it up, but it's terrible. We're still experimenting with the combat to figure out what works and what doesn't. It doesn't seem to matter what you have as defense. your defense is probably not going to hold, even against somebody sending a single troop. It's ridiculous. It's very ridiculous. I hope that's getting hot fixed in the next day or two, or this is going to be a terrible event. For Alliance Marshals, listen up. Be very careful about where you put your platforms, where you put your headquarters. Now, your main headquarters you can place freely, and you're going to have to do this if you mess up on your resources, because you need a lot of resources to place platforms, and you can very easily get yourself in a situation where you're not generating resources and you have no resources to spend on platforms to get the resources. Right now, the only way you're going to get resources is either having territory on a super point or somebody else mining in your territory, somebody not in your alliance mining inside your alliance territory, and you getting the donation tax. That's the only way you're going to get resources for placing platforms. So let's say you mess up and you grab every resource except an adamantium node and you put down your headquarters. Your main headquarters you can dismantle, and then an hour later you can put it anywhere else for free. So if you find an adamantium super resource that's available, you can place your headquarters on that and start getting that resource. Another thing is the super resource does not have to be connected to your domain in order to contribute. So right here you see this guy's got an island relay. It's not connected, it's inactive. They can't personally mine from it. However, this is contributing to their alliance resources. I believe it's 3,000 units an hour. So can you keep that in mind? You do not have to build a highway to each node. Find the nodes that you need, put a relay at it, and start collecting the alliance resources. And then as you start getting the alliance resource income bulking up, then and only then can you worry about connecting your territory to get everything you need. So it's a much different concept in terms of territory expansion. You want to grab the resources not necessarily connected first and then connect them later, because if you spend all of your resources and you run out and you're not generating all four to replenish to place more platforms, you're going to have a painful time getting the resources back up in order to catch up. Sorry folks that I waited so long to get a video out. I actually just started participating yesterday. I was kind of reluctant to get involved, but everybody in my alliance was saying, Doc, you gotta check it out. It's lots and lots of resources, and it is. It's tier 6 resources across the entire map. So tier 7s will unlock in the first PvP zones, these between zones. Tier 8 nodes will unlock in the second series of areas. So as I said, there's a lot of bugs. I hope they get them squashed, preferably this week, real soon. If not, I hope they got their people working overtime on it. This is potentially a really great event. It's got a great idea behind it. However, it feels like it was rushed, and it's a little painful, but also very rewarding. So get in there. Try not to get too frustrated by the bugs. Get what you can out of it. Benefit to your sector. Get the first place, man. Come on. It's a competitive game. And hopefully, once they get everything fixed up, I can get you guys a proper guide on things you can do out here. Anyway, until next time, have a good one.